Hey sci-fi fans, ready to discover 5 movies that will completely blow your mind? Stay tuned because you won't want to miss any of these movies on this list. Without wasting any more of your time, let's dive straight to it. First up is Tomorrow War, a wild sci-fi action thriller that throws us into a future where humanity's battling some seriously nasty aliens called white spikes. The twist? Time travelers from 2051 pop back to 2022 and start recruiting folks to fight in their losing war. Enter Dan Forrester, a regular biology teacher and family guy who's suddenly drafted and shot 30 years into the future. Things get pretty crazy as he joins the Resistance, which is partly led by none other than his future daughter. Together, they cook up a plan involving a deadly toxin to wipe out the alien menace and save Earth from total annihilation. The movie's packed with explosive action and mind-bending time travel twists, plus a heartwarming family angle. With that said, it leans a bit heavy on cliches moments, and the pacing can feel uneven at times. So if you're down for sci-fi mayhem with a side of family feels, it's definitely worth your time. Next is A Quiet Place Day 1, zooms us back to the exact moment the alien invasion kicks off. And it's a nail-biting ride from the jump. We follow Sam, a terminally ill hospice patient in Manhattan, who suddenly finds herself trapped in a city crawling with those terrifying sound-sensitive aliens. Alongside a nurse and other survivors, she has to tiptoe through chaos as the military scrambles and the city falls apart. What really hooks you here is the intense suspense, paired with some surprisingly deep emotional moments. Plus, the film nails sound design, since silence literally means survival. Sam's shaky friendship with a fellow survivor, Eric, adds an extra layer of humanity at a bleak time. That said, some parts drag a bit, and a few plot beats feel predictable if you're super familiar with the franchise. It's a gripping, heart-pounding prequel that's worth a watch if you love edge-of-your-seat thrillers with a soul. On the third spot is The Creator. Throws us into a future where humanity's locked in a brutal fight against advanced AI after a nuclear disaster kicked off by a rogue US AI. We follow Joshua Taylor, a battle-hardened ex-soldier who's sucked into a mission to stop a new AI superweapon in New Asia, a tech-savvy region all in on AI. But here's the twist. This weapon isn't some cold machine, it's Alfie, an AI kid with crazy powers and a surprisingly big heart. The movie digs into Joshua's complicated bond with Alfie while tackling some deep questions about war, technology, and what it means to be human. The climax of this movie really hits hard, blending sacrifice with a hopeful message about humans and AI possibly coexisting. Some might find this story a little predictable and the pacing uneven, but if you're into futuristic sci-fi with emotional punches, it's definitely worth the watch. Moving on is Rampage, a pure crazy monster movie starring Dwayne Johnson as Davis Okoye, a primatologist who's basically best buds with George, a super smart albino gorilla. But things go wild when George and a couple of other animals get hit with a crazy gene-mutating virus that turns them into gigantic, angry beasts, wrecking cities left and right. Davis teams up with Dr. Kate Caldwell, a genetic engineer, to find a cure and try to stop this monster mayhem before Chicago ends up looking like a disaster zone. It's non-stop action, giant creatures smashing stuff, and some sweet moments about friendship between Davis and Gorilla George. That said, the plot is pretty basic, and the dialogue can be cheesy, but honestly, it's all part of the charm. If you want a lighthearted, visually stunning blockbuster that never gets overcomplicated, then this one's a blast. Lastly is the eerie sci-fi movie, Cloverfield. This movie drops you right in the middle of a wild mess during a surprise farewell party in New York City. Just as Rob's about to move to Japan, a gigantic mysterious monster crashes the party, literally wrecking the city and turning everything upside down. The whole movie follows Rob and his crew as they scramble to survive the madness and rescue Beth, Rob's girlfriend trapped in her apartment. What makes this one stand out is the found footage style, giving it that raw, you're actually there vibe that cranks up the tension big time. You get the chaos, the fear, and even the emotional moments up close through shaky handheld shots. But fair warning, the shaky cam can get a bit dizzying, and some folks might find the monster itself underdeveloped since it stays mostly hidden. Still, it's a gripping, intense ride if you're into raw survival horror with a fresh take on monster movies. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this list, hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing movie recommendations. Also, Drop your favorite sci-fi movie in the comments below. See you on the next one.